Freakin Delicious Foods Volume 5, I think we're on. And I've had a lot of requests for this. Like, this has been, people have been blowing me up, bring back Freakin Delicious Foods. Like, I watch it, I love it. So it needed to come back. And 900-pound deadlifter, Aria Tia, he told me that he watched it, he loves it. And so that was just the final thing. I'm like, alright, you know, you really, everybody wants it that bad, I'm going to bring it back. So, now don't be disappointed, but I'm going to say right up front that I'm not reviewing any juices. Now, I get plenty of juice already, so I don't really think I need to review any more juices. Like, I'm getting the maximum amount of juice that you can get. And, I guess I can show you some of the juice that I take. There's a lot of different kinds out there people take, some people like stronger juices, some like lighter. But personally, as far as juices go, I just stick to mainly this one right here, and that is juiced aminos. So I'm just not going to do a whole lot with juices. But let's begin here. First thing I'm going to review, Amp Energy Strawberry Limeade. Everything will read backwards because it's a webcam. This is Freakin. This is two Freakins delicious. Now, I was on my way to Oak Ridge, Tennessee yesterday, and while I was stopped in Rocky Top, yes, there's a Rocky Top, Tennessee, I got one of these, and I tried it, and I was like, this is the sweet nectar of the heavens right here. So, on my way to Ohio today, I went and picked up another one of these, and it's about 9:30 p.m. right now, but I got a lot of work to do since I've been on the road, so I need to stay up late. This baby's gonna get me going. It's got caffeine and B vitamins, which are basically drugs right there. So, no, not really. But this has 220 calories and 58 grams of sugar. So, the sugar should wear off, and then I'll pretty much feel like death. But that's why the caffeine and vitamins will power me through. So they kind of make it like you're gonna get that initial spike of energy with the sugar. And then once that wears off, the caffeine and the B vitamins will kick in, you're good to go. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's the way I decipher it. So, it's incredible. It's like a strawberry explosion in my mouth followed by a hint of lime. And it's like, have you ever had, what's that gum? That gum, that Bubblicious gum. Everybody's had that as a kid. It's basically like I'm drinking Bubblicious strawberry gum. That's exactly what this is like. So out of all the energy drinks out there, if this is one that's available, this is going to be the first one I pick. It blows away all that Rockstar garbage and Monster and all that. Like, those are all right, but this is like next level. You can get two for $3 right there for those of you on poverty time. Now, next thing up, I've reviewed this before, so you're going to be like, well, I'm getting ripped off here. I want my money back. Well, too bad you guys aren't paying me for these videos. But here's the next thing I'm going to review. Screaming Sicilian. This is a classic. This dates back to 1.5 years ago, and I'm reviewing this again because I need to be more clear. Now, there are like 3 or 4 different Screaming Sicilians at the grocery store that you can get. You guys need to make sure it is the Mambo Italiano one. This one, I've tried them all. I don't think I have, actually. I've tried like 2 or 3 of them. I think 3. This one's better than all the other ones. This one is the one to get. This is better than the cheese one, which I think is called Bessie's Revenge. Don't screw up and get that one. You're gonna just blow it. You'll ruin my taking my time to do this video for you guys. Don't ruin that. Show some respect and get Mambo Italiano, because this one is where it's at. This one is by far one of the best frozen pizzas you can get. Now, I saw a Tombstone Bratwurst pizza. I thought about reviewing it, but when in doubt, always go with the classics that got you here. This is what helped you deadlift 800 pounds. You don't just shy away from that. So, definitely get this. I'm going to cook it up right now because I'm starving. And I probably will, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I'm going to cook it up and I'm out. Alright guys, so it's that time again. Freakin Delicious Foods Volume 5. I think that's the one we're on. And so, I'm going to be reviewing a lot of essential foods over the next few days. that will make up the bulk of the food pyramid, and these are things you should really ingest for health purposes. So post-workout, what's the first thing you guys need? Let's think about this. First thing you need post-workout, a lot of you probably are thinking whey protein, and while I'd agree, you also can't forget the second key ingredient here. We have a Krispy Kreme glazed blueberry pie. It's going to read backwards for you guys. That's the webcam. But this is, I want you to note, limited time only, which means you basically have to buy it now or risk death. So I like blueberries. I think blueberries are freaking delicious, and I eat blueberries every day in my oatmeal. So when I saw this, I'm like, you have blueberries and you have pie, two of the greatest things ever invented. You gotta combine those two things. So I've tried the chocolate pie. I've not tried the blueberry pie. And you'll note that it has ingredients such as caramel color and natural and artificial flavors, polysorbate 80. Now these are very important things in the diet, essential amino acids. So I'm glad I'm getting that in. This only has in this whole thing 17 grams of fat, 400 calories, and 60 grams of carbs. So it's not that bad. You also get 3 grams of protein. So that basically this is, really good for you. Here's what we got. This looks like the basically those crappy pies you get served in the school lunch when you were a kid, which I mean it's pretty much the same thing. But I'm gonna review this for you. Alright, well, you're going to know it. See, there's the blueberry. Of course, there actually is no blueberry. It's just more of a, I don't even know what you'd call that, filling. But, first bite, just basically tasted some sugar and some breading. And it was like some average tasting jelly in the middle. So I'll give it another couple bites here to get the full experience for you. Pretty average, I gotta say. The chocolate one is like a 6.5 out of 10 if you're basically in desperate need of sugar. But this is maybe like a 4 out of 10. It's just not that good. Like it's decent because we all know Krispy Kreme is awesome, but it's still not like anything I would recommend buying. So far with the glazed blueberry pie Krispy Kreme, it's not worth it. More. This is how you know if you have a proper freezer situation. What's up, Maya? Alright, second thing we've got up, Lay's cheddar bacon mac and cheese potato chips. Now, I saw these for the first time like 2 months ago, but until now I have not tried them. And this was a 2014 finalist for the Do Us a Flavor, so somebody created this and presumably it won. Sounds delicious to me. I'm ready to try it. Now, personally, I prefer Kroger Private Selection brand chips because they have like deeper ridges and just way more flavor, in my opinion, than Lay's. But that being said, we'll try these out. Okay, I'm digging it. It's got a weird smell. It smells a little funky. That like mac and cheese flavor. It gives it a weird smell. But taste wise, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. So not the best chips, but they're not bad at all. They're worth a buy. The Krispy Kreme thing, don't get that. Not even worth it. It's just whatever. But this is worth a buy. I wouldn't be getting it all the time. Like, this isn't going to become my go-to, chip flavor or anything like that. But it's decent enough that try it out, see how you like it. I mean, this is what a Lay chip looks like. It's just like a normal chip. With the Kroger Private Selection chips, they're like thicker they have ridges, and they're just coated in flavor. So my favorite one of those is the sea salt and vinegar. I think it's like sea salt and balsamic vinegar. Delicious. That's my favorite chip of all time, I think. But you gotta experiment, try some new stuff. So the Lay's, worth a buy, not great. 7.5 out of 10. Alright guys, so one of the things that makes this pizza incredible, just the actual like layer, how it's like layered. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a flavor explosion, basically. That's all. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. Flavor explosion. It's incredible. Now, there's something different about the sauce. The sauce is just like unreal. Now it's got a little bit of like greasiness to it to give it, just put it over the top with deliciousness. And we got these like basically meatball chunks right there. You can just see it's kind of glistening, and that's the grease. So you know it's a good pizza when it's got that grease coming off. Just look at that, unreal. Just so much flavor in one bite, I can't even explain it. Now, if you're on a contest prep, then sucks for you, but for the rest of us, we're gonna be taking this to Pound Town and just enjoying, you know, living the dream. Okay, so it's now almost midnight. Energy drink is doing its job so far because I was tired, but now I feel pretty alert. So it's time for the first ice cream sample. Now I've never tried this flavor, Ben & Jerry's fish food. I really don't have a lot of experience with Ben & Jerry's, to be honest. So far this week I've had the cookie butter core one twice because it was so good. Like, I don't think anything I'm going to try of theirs is going to beat that one, in my opinion, because I have a love for cookie butter. I can just take, you know, cookie butter and eat the whole jar, no problem. So I don't think anything will beat that, but this one's going to be good, I'm sure. I mean, it says it's chocolate ice cream with gooey marshmallow swirls. I love marshmallow ice cream. Caramel swirls and fudge fish. So we're going to pop this baby open. That's what it looks like. Right away I can tell marshmallow. Huge positive. I'm going to go right for that part. There we have it. Okay. Can't talk. So I'm not a huge chocolate ice cream fan. I'm not. I much prefer vanilla ice creams, or ice creams with a vanilla base, more so than chocolate ice creams. So right away, this one's not going to rate as highly for me. Based on first impressions, 7 out of 10. Like, it's not great, but it's not bad at all either. I do like the marshmallow. Without the marshmallow, probably 6.5. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Whereas, for reference, the cookie butter one I would give a 9 out of 10. The cookie butter core. So, that piece didn't have any like caramel in it or anything. So I'm going to try to get one of those. I mean, I'm going to still go with 7 out of 10. I would say, if you're a fan of chocolate ice cream, this might be like an 8.5 out of 10, 8, somewhere in that range. But if you're like a vanilla person like me, it's going to be like a 7. So, in my opinion, I would probably skip this one from now on and get something else. But it's still good. It's Ben & Jerry's. You can't go wrong. Now, I'll probably have some more reviews because it's only midnight. I still have a bunch of work to do. Stay tuned. Alright guys, time is 1:20 a.m. Energy levels are steady but slowly falling. And so it's time for round 2 of ice cream. And I'm going with Ben & Jerry's peanut butter fudge core ice cream. Now, I've not had this one obviously. And my brain is functioning at a slower rate right now. Son of a... Alright. So this is another chocolate ice cream one. And as you know from the last review, I'm not a fan of chocolate ice cream. But I'm open to new things, so I'm going to try it out. And be objective here. Alright. I'm digging in. I'm seeing chocolate, but there's like vanilla ice cream underneath, so that's a good sign. I mean, it does taste like peanut butter, I'll give them that. I'd probably give it, let me have one more bite. Six and a half out of 10. I'm not feeling these chocolate ice creams, man. Like, I am not a fan. I don't get the appeal of chocolate ice creams. I like chocolate in real life. It's fine. Whatever. Chocolate ice cream, you're just screwing with a good thing. Vanilla ice cream is the only way to go. I do not. You can have variations of vanilla ice cream that have other stuff in them. But the vanilla has to be the base. I mean, this should be a law. Like, if I ran for president, I'd be like, all right, we're cutting off the chocolate ice cream supply. I'm not dealing with this anymore because you guys are screwing up good things. If this was vanilla ice cream with peanut butter chunks, we might have an 8 out of 10 here. But here they are screwing it up with this chocolate stuff. I'm just not, I'm not feeling it. You know, I will eat this and absolutely destroy it. That doesn't mean that it couldn't be improved upon. So I just think they're doing a disservice to us all, and I'm just trying to get the message out there. Another disappointing customer bench here. Alright guys, so to round out Freakin' Delicious Foods Volume 5, I thought I'll try this out. This is the Ultimate Cheeseburger Mac Velveeta Dinner Skillet, and somebody said it was the best one on Instagram, but I've not had this one. I've had probably 6 different kinds of them. I think Philly cheesesteak's the best, and I think it'd be pretty tough to beat that. So I'm not actually going to review this one on this episode. That'll be later on down the road. But I'm just showing you that I got it. I'm going to try it out, and we'll see if it can beat Philly cheesesteak, because so far nothing can. And creamy beef stroganoff and the cornbread one, those are all good, and they couldn't beat it. But what I want to show you was this is what real chips look like. Not that Lay's garbage. Lay's is just, no, like that's not real chips. These are real chips right here. Private Selection, that's Kroger brand. For those of you from the north and west, you do not know about Kroger. But Kroger is a grocery store chain here in the south and along the southeast coast and all that, whatever. I don't know how it goes up. But anyway, it's a grocery store chain. They have a brand called Private Selection, and it is amazing. These are the best chips you can get. You can just look at that picture and tell that it blows away Lay's already, based on the texture. So I have sea salt and balsamic vinegar. This is my favorite kind. I've tried a few of them. Freshly open right here. I'll take one out for you. There you go. Look at that. That is a chip right there. Now you can't really see, but it's covered in salt. Just gonna jack the blood pressure way up for another blood pressure PR for you. And this stuff is just, this is a delicious chip. Now, if you're like my wife and hate the sound of me eating chips, I'll save you that disservice. But just know that this is what you need to get jacked and also to get pale, just like me. So go get these chips. These are the best chips you can get. I've tried many chips in my time, and that's my conclusion to Freakin' Delicious Foods Volume 5.